I'm just gonna
Hold
hit
on.
record. I'm not doing any formal stuff. I hit record, and this is all going in now.
That's fine.
That's a podcast way.
Yeah, this is just all right.
Something
It's
like
hitting record. Done.
but
Hound,
yeah,
do you have any freaking what is it? Personal art Cubic made for you?
I do have the helmet he made for me.
Send that to me. I'll put you in the bottom right of the screen.
All right.
Before we jump right into this, guys, why don't we start by introducing each one of us so the
I don't
listeners here
feel like
actually.
it because I'm pretty sure everyone knows who we are.
Okay, Archer, shut up. But for real, because there might be some people listening that have never met you or I or Hound here. So,
I didn't say that they've met us.
well, or have ever heard our voice. Maybe. I mean, they might know who you are, but maybe they don't know who I am.
I'm pretty sure they're more likely going to know who you are.
Well, we don't know that. So,
Well, I'm
just
Hound.
in case, for any of you that doesn't know, this is Hades, Lord Hades from COTR. Joining me is, I joining Archer. You guys know Archer because this is kind of his channel. He borrows it. He keeps the place clean and sweeps the floors and mops and everything like that.
I'm trying and pawn it off on other people, but they don't do their job.
Also joining us tonight is Commander Hound from the CG. So say hello.
Hello.
So,
nothing else really to say.
Hopefully we'll be seeing Corporal Fang from the CG as well show up. He's supposed to be joining us, but yeah. So I mean, I didn't really plan anything, of course, because it's like I was telling you, Archer. I think that when we do a podcast, it should just be something that's kind of natural. We just kind of talk about whatever comes to mind, and hopefully keep things interesting. Not talking about string theory. We don't want to bore people to death.
Alright,
But,
since Hound is here, I have a topic we can talk about. I am upset that you beat us. We literally an hour ago, me and the 41st went into 2 matches and just happened to go against CG and 104th.
I heard about that.
I am upset because I played the whole game on 600 ping, and I couldn't take command of it.
How do you live on 600 ping?
I don't normally. I do not normally live on 600 ping. Just today happened to be rough.
All I'm gonna say, Archer, is the 104 is
at
very
that point,
lucky
you're
they
on
had two
Xbox
heroes.
original connection.
What'd you say, Hound?
They're lucky they had 2 heroes. That would have been much closer if they didn't have me and Rotary there. The randoms
I know,
were not
even
really
with
good.
600 ping and massive controller drift, I was rampaging.
Yeah, you were popping off.
Oh man!
You want to know how I go into rampage mode? I have a playlist that I call Cowboy Stuff. That has just hype music.
Rootin' tootin' and
Hey, you guys want to hear a podcast joke?
No.
Hit us.
Quick word from our sponsor.
We don't have one?
Exactly. Well, that's why you didn't hear me say anything.
I don't get it. There's
Anybody out there is listening and you want to sponsor us, please reach out to us.
Fang, send me your helmet or whatever. Do you have a
portrait? Yeah. So Fang just joined, guys. So
Fang's over there.
Corporal Fang from CG decided to join us when he's not in the kitchen where he belongs.
Probably gonna put up a visual when he joined.
I was taking a nap.
I saw a picture of your face.
Me?
And I think you should have kept a goatee.
Me?
Yeah, I think you should have kept it.
Yep. Did you show everyone the Tater Tot house?
Oh no, he brought me in. Did you not see the multiple pictures of me in there?
Oh, now I do.
Yeah. I put me currently, and then I put me when I discovered the tavern in Asgard, and then there's 14-year-old me, 18-year-old me, and 3-year-old me.
And Cobalt is also in the Tater Tot house now as well.
Yeah. Does he? I mean, he's just there to just say, hey, this is okay, right?
Yeah. Same with Starkiller.
I mean, that's why Starkiller is in there. Yeah.
He's just kind of over there.
But so when I originally brought the idea to Archer, and this is something that Cobalt's been wanting to do for a while as well, or at least have us do, I guess.
Well, he's wanted a version of this. He's wanted us to interview a bunch of high command.
Well, he was talking about interviews, but just the idea of a podcast is fun too because it first and foremost, I mean, as we get bigger as a group, and inevitably we're gonna get bigger. There are some things in the works that I can't really talk about, but as we do get bigger, there's going to be more and more people that just don't really get to see us on a regular basis. And as much as we love to talk to all those people, as much as I like to talk to all those people, as a DCO, I mean,
everyone in 41st
I don't get
knows
to
my
interact with
stance
every
with
single
them.
person.
I
So
have
I
a
felt
whole
like
list that
this
I like
could
to
be a way
keep
for
with for
people
them.
to kind of, just get to know us a little bit,
I think Archer's the opposite.
Yeah, no. I have a whole list for 41st
I don't know how
on,
I
like, my
got Archer to
ranking for
agree to
all
this
the
podcast.
troopers,
I really don't.
and I just let them know it so they can clamor over it.
I'm like the perfect mix of
Yeah.
Hades and Archer because
And I was telling some friends that I was telling a friend at work this week, and like, yeah, I'm really excited for the podcast. He's like, well, why aren't you doing it tonight? I'm like, well, because I work off my producer schedule. And
Wow.
I don't know if this is correct because I've only listened to a few podcasts, but in the podcasts I have listened to, most of the time at least, your producer isn't somebody that's on the podcast with you. So this feels like one of those rare occasions.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
actually, there is something
producer?
that I wanted to talk about. And Nimbus, Fang and I were talking about this earlier. Was Fang here has never had I mean, mind you, he lives in Canada, so it's not that surprising. But he's never had Chick-fil-A.
I don't live in an igloo and I don't drive a dog sled.
Yeah, but he's never had Chick-fil-A though, and that's more surprising to me that he doesn't drive a dog sled.
Or live in an igloo.
We gotta send him some Chick-fil-A
not having
through the mail or
Chick-fil-A to
something.
me is just, I mean.
Have you guys ever had a Chick-fil-A pizza?
What?
It's where you take I'm Italian, so I know how to cook food. Okay, so it's where you take the dough and you make the pizza like normal, but instead of sauce, it's the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh.
Then
that doesn't actually sound that bad.
And then the cheese.
And isn't there a way to make your own homemade
and then
Chick-fil-A
on top
sauce?
of it,
Like,
a bunch of like fries.
I've seen it on iFunny, that where people, on iFunny, how people will post like random recipes and stuff.
Yeah.
There was one where it shows you how to make all the different Chick-fil-A sauces, like Polynesian sauce and Chick-fil-A sauce and so on.
Well, I do know as well on one of those sites they have KFC's 20 whatever seasoning spice blend.
No one cares about KFC.
Dude, I love KFC. KFC's
it is so dirty. I've never gone in there and not seen a rat.
KFC in the States is fucking awful. It's bad.
You're telling me that you don't like a little bit of fried rat?
It's so
you
bad.
will literally get a rat tail in
you
your
guys
fucking chicken.
To this and just haven't had rat before, but
you get some toenails, some rat trimmings.
It is disgusting. I do not like it.
Somehow they snuck it by.
I'm pretty sure that anybody who listens to this is just never going to have KFC ever again.
I really don't know how KFC is.
KFC,
FDA
please
approved.
sponsor us, and we'll change our opinions.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, for real.
Free KFC.
No, actually, you know what I heard is and I heard this last winter. It was winter. Sorry, we don't have winter in Florida. Last winter season, was that there's actually a firewood that KFC sells seasonally that smells like fried chicken when you burn it.
Dude, what is KFC doing? They also made they made a gaming console that cooks chicken while you play on it.
No,
yeah.
Really?
See, what are you talking about?
They don't let that kind of BS.
I mean, we have a refrigerator already. So, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X is basically like people call it the mini fridge. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a fry cook.
They made a life-size model of the Series X that is a fridge too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you go on YouTube, you can find a video of it. The freaking life-size Series X fridge.
No, actually, one thing that I heard about that I almost didn't believe until I looked it up. But there is a dude who, because this, I don't remember his name. And if you know his name, then just feel free to shout it out at any time. But he has his stomach lining and his stomach acid are a lot more stronger than a normal person. And the dude is famous for eating, eating bikes, eating tire wheels, tires and stuff like that. And he straight up ate a plane in the span of 2 years.
Holy.
He ate a plane, like full on digested that shit.
Bro. What?
Yeah.
He's like a superhuman
Oh,
with
by
like
the way,
lamest
Archer.
powers.
By the way, Archer, you have the only part that you're allowed to edit is that. You know.
I am not going to be editing it out. We are going to be listening
Okay.
to it.
Well, you've been
Really
warned,
good.
children. This is 17 up content, or is it 18 up content? I don't know. You'll hear cursing
Technically, the
from time to
standard
time.
would be 18.
Let's be honest. Anybody
I don't
who's
know.
over the age of
No,
10 in this
because
day and age has
Poseidon
heard
told
the
me,
F
and this
word.
was funny, Archer. Poseidon told me that there were some people who watched the Clip House review video that you and I did, and said, "Oh, there was profane language in there." And in my head, I'm thinking, "What profane language?" Maybe them hearing me talk about Phoenix chasing Grievous.
I mean, there
That was
might have
about the
been a
only thing.
beep
I don't
or
know
a
what
beep,
profane language
like
they were
kind of
talking
stuck
about.
in there, but
I don't know, unless they heard me say a curse word. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe I said fuck.
I think it's
I don't know.
fine.
I don't think YouTube minds. Do you mind YouTube? No, I didn't think so.
They don't
I mean,
care.
considering good chunk of streamers out there haven't been demonetized yet for the occasional F-bomb or, just not
Well, it's a
even
good
the
thing we're not
occasional F-bomb,
monetized on this.
right?
Yeah. As we grow, I mean, maybe, but this is our first episode.
But I'm still waiting to hear about
We
merch. I
need
want to buy
a
merch.
3D intro. Oh, no, we don't need a 3D intro. We just need like a theme song for the intro of the podcast.
Here, I got this. Da 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 da.
No,
It's
you don't
starting.
get, no.
Dragon Force through
no,
the fire and flames.
No, that's how
Yes.
we get
You want a
YouTube. That's
Sprite
how we get our
cranberry?
content. Do you
Yeah.
want our video to get taken down?
No. No. Hades.
Play it backwards.
You want Sprite cranberry? Sprite cranberry.
You want some cranberry?
NYPD, open up.
Can you taste of the sweet Dr. Pepper?
I'm gonna take a bite of this can.
Oh god.
So I talked about a guy eating planes, and now Archer thinks he can eat his fucking soda can.
Yo, this tastes. No. I spilled chocolate on it, and it tastes good.
Oh my!
Game.
But yeah, I mean, just going back to that guy about who ate a plane. I mean, it's not just him, but there's all sorts of people that can do freaky stuff like that. That I swear must be in the Guinness Book of World Records. I mean, like, have you heard about the dude who can? And I saw a video of him too. The guy that can fold his skin over his face or whatever. Like he's
Oh yeah,
the
that dude
world's
was
stretchiest
super
skin. It's
stretchy
freaky.
skin. Yeah, I saw him in the Guinness Book of World Records, and I was like, "Wow, that's
Yeah.
gross."
Or the world's
No.
fastest talker. Like if you look at him in his interview from like the 70s or the 80s, and then you look at him now, and he's like an old guy that looks like he belongs in a 90s sitcom.
Oh my goodness.
He
I
still
remember this one
talks
show
almost
they
just
used
as
to
fast.
have. It was called Ripley's Believe It or Not. And this was way back when I was like 10 years old, and it had stuff like that was kind of weird and cool like that, kind of Guinness Book World Records style stuff. But I remember there was this lady, and she had like fingernails was the topic, and it was the Guinness Book of World Records for having the longest fingernails, and her fingernails curled to the point where she had to
Like
roll them.
like they went. What was it, like 5-6 feet or something? I
Yeah,
remember.
it was something ridiculous, and it just
Yeah, I remember
terrified
seeing
the
that
crap
as a
out of me.
kid. It was
Terrified the crap out of me, and so like now I cut my fingernails every couple days.
Yeah, that does seem like a strong motivator.
Yeah, right?
It occurred to me while you were explaining that too, that you're the only one out of the four of us that really has a voice for podcast.
What?
No.
Why?
He does.
No.
He does. He's the only one out of the four of us that sounds like he belongs.
I don't know
Podcast.
what
I ain't no
qualifies as a
Morgan
voice
Freeman.
for a podcast to you.
I don't know. Like, picture somebody that you would hear talking on the radio. You know?
Well, I
Oh,
talk
you
show
like it.
host?
Good
Good
morning, everybody. Welcome to
I don't get a brand new
NYPDRA.
freckle
Yes.
every
And
time I
then
explain
suddenly
something.
Conan O'Brien came into our podcast.
And
Yeah.
tonight's special guest star is Conan.
Yeah, if we bring Conan in here, it's only a matter of time before Bill Burr and other comedians come in here.
Nah, I'd rather have Hound.
I wouldn't mind
Just
Bill
me.
Burr, actually. I mean, he's an asshole, but he's an honest asshole, and that's why.
Yeah, Bill Burr is great.
Bill Burr is pretty great.
He covers so many things that people find
He has
offensive.
what I find so funny about Burl Burr is he has a Netflix special where he went to Nashville and he bombed, but it's still a Netflix special.
Oh, I've seen that.
He
It's so awkward.
he bombed on it and it's
It's
still a
so
Netflix
awkward.
special. They didn't bother redoing it.
Yeah, they're just like, go
Be right
ahead,
back,
you
gentlemen. Just
got
get some
this.
water.
Oh, but anyway, I was going back to the the original thing I mentioned about here being ignorant to the taste of Chick-fil-A. He asked me, he's like, what is Chick-fil-A exactly? Like, I was surprised to hear that question. Like, most people I've met have never had Chick-fil-A. That's all I can. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But like, I had to explain to him. I'm like, well, it's chicken.
Only.
It's only chicken.
Well, I thought it was only chicken until I had their breakfast, and then I realized, oh, okay, they have sausage bowls. So yeah, pork isn't safe. If you're Catholic, be careful what you order at Chick-fil-A because you might not find just
Which is
chicken in
weird
there.
because they are a Catholic company.
Yeah, are they strictly Catholic, or
I think
are
they're
they
Catholic. I know they're Christian.
Yeah, it's funny actually. And I don't want to go too far into this topic because this is something that, I'm not entirely worried about being politically correct. I do want to be considerate of our viewers here, but there was somebody that I worked with when I don't know how many of you guys I've talked to about this, but I used to work at a gas station called Racetrack. It's a southeastern gas station chain that is a big competitor for Wawa down here, and there was this girl I worked with that eventually ended up becoming one of my coworker or colleagues in management, and she was bisexual, and she told me that she liked Chick-fil-A, but she would never eat there. I'm like, well, why? She's like, well, because Chick-fil-A doesn't like gays. I'm like, the hell are you talking about? She's like, yeah, they supported. They were giving money to a foundation that spoke against gay rights and blah 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 blah. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, I don't give a fuck what the company is about. I just want food.
Believe it or not, my mom will not let us go to Chick-fil-A anymore because of that same exact thing.
Really?
Yeah, so I have to go out on my own and seek out Chick-fil-A on my own time.
Like I get it. Like if it were Chick-fil-A that was directly condemning,
Mhm.
gay, LGBTQ, we'll just say
I
it like
think
that.
the media is just what misconstrue. I
And
don't even
the
know what I'm
media
trying to
does have
say,
a
but
lot
they
of
just made it
people.
seem a lot worse. Like they made it
Yeah,
sound like it was directly coming from Chick-fil-A, and they blew up the situation a lot bigger than it initially was.
I think that's what it is too, because it's like one of those situations like where you're associated with somebody, like you're that one kid on the street that hangs out with the kid that nobody else likes, and then all of a sudden, because the other kids on the street start hanging out with that one kid, they're like, oh man, well, we don't want to hang out with you anymore.
I
We don't
agree
know
with
what
that.
he's been telling you, or we don't know what you've been telling him, blah 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 blah. It feels like one of those kind of scenarios.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is a podcast.
Chick-fil-A is
5 straight
iffy.
seconds of silence that
I,
can
I,
no.
I, what? You know what? No, I'm gonna say it. I want Chick-fil-A.
I do too.
I feel like
I had
this has been a
Chick-fil-A
whole advertisement for
today,
Chick-fil-A.
and I had Chick-fil-A yesterday, and my coruscant guard is starting to tell me that I have a real problem.
You do. You have an addiction.
Because today I was you know I have waterproof headphones, and
Why?
so
Wait. What is the point of that? Why is that?
waterproof. So like if you're out jogging or something and it starts raining, your headphones don't get destroyed.
Or if you sweat really heavy and you're working
Yeah,
out.
Earbuds
it's
or
like
headphones?
well, they're Are you familiar with the brand called Odium?
I have Bose.
Okay, so Odiums are like the ones that wrap around your ear, but they're still connected by a singular wire, but they're wireless. So like the
And that
earbuds,
like goes
the
around
buds
your neck.
themselves are connected. So
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
they're not like headphones like a headset. but
They're also not like AirPods.
yeah, it's kind of like a
Combination.
metal. Yeah.
Nice.
So anyway, they're
material, yeah.
waterproof. So lately I've been showering while I have them on because that way my folks don't have to necessarily hear like any music I would normally put on the speaker because I like to listen to music while I'm in the shower. Every now and again, I might listen to something informative while I'm in the shower. I listen to an audiobook. Like some people where they like to take baths and just kind of sit there and read a book or something. I don't do baths, and I don't have a bathtub really big enough for me because the bathtub I have is really only small enough or big enough for a small child. Um,
I just want to say,
so for me, I just take showers and
baths are gross.
yeah,
Yeah, baths
literally
are just
chill.
sitting in your own dirt water for like an
Yeah,
hour and then getting
who wants
out. It's kind of
Who wants to
gross.
sit in their
Yeah.
own stew of
So
filth?
anyway, this
That's
is
what
the
I
story,
like to
right?
think.
So I was today when I got home, I was fixing I was in the bathroom getting ready to take a shower, and I was actually catching the last few minutes of the Coruscant Guard meeting, and I had Chick-fil-A that I brought with me from home, but I have two kids, right? I have two daughters, and I think all you guys already know this, but the
Yeah.
listeners probably might not. But anybody with kids knows that if you bring Chick-fil-A home or any kind of fast food home, and a 3 and a 4-year-old sees that, they're gonna think, "Oh, what'd you get me?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and it's like, "Did you bring enough for the whole class?" I didn't share with the class, much less my kids, because I love sharing with my kids, but only when they have enough. So I took the Chick-fil-A into the bathroom with me because I know it's not like I was taking, like doing my business in there. I was just getting ready to take a shower. And I keep my bathroom pristine. Or not me, but my family does. That's technically my family's bathroom. The other bathroom that I don't really use is actually going through a bit of renovation. Reasons. Um, so we're all stuck using one bathroom right now. But anyway, I was eating my Chick-fil-A in the middle of the meeting, and I said, some people in the bathroom play Temple Run. Some people do that thing that adults do that we're not going to talk about. And some people, might read a newspaper or a book. Me, I like to eat Chick-fil-A.
Eating Chick-fil-A in the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay. I'm moving away
Well,
from
like-
this conversation.
No more
We
Chick-fil-A
are moving
talk.
away from. Yeah, we got to move away from this conversation,
listen.
Hades.
Let's
I gotta ask an honest question.
That's as weird as it gets. Okay. All that was said after that was because I mentioned, I'm like, yeah, I had a couple sandwiches, a medium mac and cheese, and a medium fry. And they're like, you have a ridiculous amount of cholesterol going through your body right now. And I thought to myself, but my battalion is telling me I need to watch what I'm eating. I'm like, and then I know I have a real problem. Okay.
We're just worried about you.
Yeah. No. And
We're having
as
to
far as
need
the
a
whole
red
bathroom thing is
here
concerned,
anymore.
it's not that weird. It's a bathroom. It's not a freaking open shower wherever. It's not like I'm talking about it like that. I was still fully clothed when this was going down. So it's not like I was.
Thank you for
It's
that
not like
clarification.
it's not like I was
Okay.
unclothed in the bathroom eating Chick-fil-A.
Oh, eating his Chick-fil-A, looking at himself in the mirror, stroking his
Completely
like,
missed.
Think about it, though. If you think
Nobody was stealing my
Hades, you need.
breakfast from me.
Hades, I'm gonna be honest. No, Matt, you can't defend yourself here. You
There's
cannot.
nothing you could say.
You
There's
put all
nothing
your
in
cards
this
down on the
world that
table,
will make
man.
it
Yeah.
I
like
was gonna say
not.
this now, Hades.
It is
Anything else you
Yeah.
say is just throwing
It's
gas
no
on the
different
fire.
than eating in the car. It's not.
Remember,
Because
anything you say
you're
can
in
and
the
will
car,
be used
it's
against
just
you in the
you.
law of court.
It's not like I was. It's not like I was sitting on the. It's not like I was sitting on the toilet doing my business while eating.
Sure, yeah. Tell yourself
Because
that.
my family bathroom is the master bathroom, so it's a big bathroom.
Yes, but what? No. Then this brings up another
It was
question.
more
Why
of
the
one of those
bathroom then?
hand over
Why the
chest
bathroom?
kind of situation.
Because
He
no one
already
will go in it.
explained because his kids
So,
are like
yeah.
little
Yes,
gremlins.
Is there's
that are gonna
nowhere
latch
else
onto his
in your
food.
house where they
So,
will not go?
no, that's the thing. So,
I wasn't. Okay, well, first and foremost, my room is on the opposite side of the house, and the bathroom was the only place I could go that was directly in front of me, where I could go where they would not see me carrying the bag. So if I had tried to go towards my room, they would have seen me. if I had tried to go through the side door, I'm not going to sit in a hot ass garage and eat my food. You know,
It was a secretive
especially not in
operation.
the middle
Okay.
of summer in
I
Florida.
can attest to what Hades is saying. Like, I have
Yeah,
3
like in
kids
the
and
middle
I
of summer
panic
in
in
Florida,
myself.
I will not even sit in there. Like, especially because for the first 6 months that we lived in this house, I was actually my room was the garage, and so after that, I'm like, no, no thanks. So yeah, no. So really, my only option was the bathroom. It was like the bathroom, or I stay outside. I'm like, yeah, I enjoy AC because, and again, this is something that you guys know, but the listeners don't. But I work on fire extinguishers for a living, and so we're it's not like we're in the sun all day, but we're in a hot shop all day with the potential of extinguishers going off um,
Like they
if
did
they get
last.
if they get pressurized and they're not like if something's wrong with the gauge and it's not telling us when it's actually pressurized and it the head pops off and powder goes everywhere as a result. I was telling Feng last week, I was recovering from getting sick and that powder just does not help. So
Seems like you
after
gas
a day
and
like
vape
that,
in
it's
it.
like going to the bath, you know going to the bathroom with your food doesn't seem so bad after a day like that.
Mm,
So
Depends if you
makes
have
sense.
now
Makes
that you
sense.
guys have a background of the story and you know that I'm not creepy Uncle Lester, GTA references, haha. Um, but yeah, anyway, yeah. So the CG they were telling me, yeah, you need to watch your cholesterol. Actually, there was only one person that was saying that was like, you know how much cholesterol that is. And so I told myself that if I go on this podcast, I'm going to make one vow to everybody here, and you guys can. And if I break this vow, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm honest when it comes to these things.
I'm gonna hold you
Um,
to it.
yeah, you can hold me to it. I got these three as a witness, and I got everybody, all of you listening here as a witness. But I'm gonna actually just stick to literally only water and no bread for the next month at least.
Good luck. It's
Okay.
gonna be an
Yeah,
endeavor.
and if I break that promise, I have everybody that's going to bombard me in the comments telling me what a liar I am.
No one's gonna care.
Okay?
I say,
mean,
no, hold on, gentlemen. Hold on.
thank you, Archer. What
We
a
gotta,
wonderful fucking friend you are.
I'm
hold
fairly
on, Hades.
no. I know
Hold
the
on, Hades.
internet. I know how these things work. No one is going to care.
But let's
I'm
make
sure
it
there's at least
interesting.
one person out there that's listening that's just going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to hold you to it.
No. And here's another thing, Eddie. By me saying this, I'm doing you a favor. Now people are going to care just to spite me.
I was gonna
I mean, I
say
don't know.
we just
The
did a
last
poll
video
to
we
see
did, there were
what
4
Hades'
people who made
punishment
in the
should be.
comment section going, I'm only here for Archer.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that?
I was happy about that. That was
How many
neat.
views do we have
I
on that
was happy
now?
about that.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you don't say.
Actually, I
He's
want
got
to
his
look
own
right
little
now.
following.
We have
How many
that's
views?
160.
Archer's
That's
just sitting there
bad
reading all the
for a video that was
comments like,
for
ah,
us anyway.
yes.
Yeah, for us that's not bad.
For us, that's not bad because I've seen other videos that that have been uploaded by the channel that just don't get nearly as many views.
Yeah.
And I told Cobalt, I asked Cobalt if he wanted us to start a separate server for this. He's like, no, just do it in the gaming channel. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just right here.
Um,
Yeah.
so my creepy bathroom dinner aside,
We're gonna just move away from that. You know what? There.
yeah, we'll just move away
Speaking
from
of the
that.
YouTube thing, I
Look, if they don't
apparently
got the
for some
stomach,
reason,
if they
hey,
don't
shut up! I don't want to hear about you eating food in the
if they don't
bathroom.
have the stomach for that, then this you can go somewhere else.
I don't have the stomach for that, and I have to be here.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay, maybe you do. Yeah, you're a producer. You don't have a choice.
All right, moving on. Talking about the fucking YouTube stuff. Apparently, I passed the Coders gaming YouTube channel on my personal channel, or I don't try on.
Good job.
What do you mean?
Without even trying.
On my so I run as well as much as I'm willing to say here. I run 3 channels as far as you guys know. The main AMV coder one, the gaming coder one, and mine. Those are the only three
Okay.
that I'm gonna let you guys know about. And for the longest time, mine was the smallest because I post there as much as the other two combined, and then I will barely edit the stuff on it.
I mean,
So-
when you're a new YouTuber, I mean, as long as you're doing one video a week, I think
I do
that's
not.
pretty
No,
good.
I don't do that. Literally my thing over there is just a hobby. I post what I want when
that's
I
fair.
feel like it.
That's
We
fair.
watched
Recently,
Lego
for some reason, this
Ninjago.
one video I had got to it's closing in on 3,000 views.
That's because that's a banger of a video right there.
You
We
know what I'm
watched
talking
Lego
about?
Ninjago in
Is it the
2021.
Powerade rant video?
No, I watched Lego Ninjago in 2021.
That is the most
Oh, that's
intriguing
why,
thing
because
you
it was a
could
React
do.
video. People watch React videos all the time.
Yeah, apparently.
And Ninjago is still really popular for whatever
I have
reason.
no idea how.
That's because you may have unintentionally just followed the trend, really.
Maybe, and
I
I just
know
know one did
on
Ninjago
YouTube
so far.
Kids, on YouTube Kids, Lego
Now,
Ninjago is massive.
let me ask you a question, Archer. So, when you're recording all of this, are you using a capture card or a program? Like, what do you do?
I
Because
use OBS. Well, actually, no. Here, let me explain better. On when I'm using on PC for stuff like this, and for when I'm doing stuff on my YouTube channel, I use OBS. But when I got to get footage from Xbox, I use a Elgato.
okay, so
Capture
if I
card.
wanted to say there's a week you're unavailable, right? And I want to take over and I want to help produce the podcast. Is OBS a free software?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But
So
you'd have to figure out how to
maybe
set
at
it
some
up and all
point,
that, and
I
then
know
on top of
you were
that, you'd have
showing
to
me how to
figure out
use
how
it
to
at one
email
point.
a whole 45-minute video to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were showing me how to do this at one point.
You did not pay attention.
I'll have to. What?
I don't think you paid attention
What?
to like how editing works.
Well, I understood part of it. I remember when you were teaching me before, you were trying to explain to me how clipping works.
Right, and I also gave a brief overview on everything else.
Yeah. Oh, I probably just need a refresher, and then I can.
Yeah.
For me, I think it was just a matter of I wasn't sure exactly what kind of content I wanted to produce, and for me, that's the thing. Like, if I don't have a goal, that's for most people. I think if they don't have a goal, they just really don't have a motivation to learn.
Well, here's the thing, really. I don't have a goal, but I
Oh, I do
also
think you have a
don't.
goal.
I also have a motivation. Really, on YouTube, the thing that gives you a success is like a creative idea or a gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you beat that gimmick to the ground until nobody cares about it, and you find a new one.
Well, no. It's a personality and the gimmick, like a style, really, more than a gimmick.
Oh.
Like, here, let me go to my, let's say, like animation YouTubers. The reason they're so popular is because that animation is fun to see, and it's fun to see the different style of animation.
Something you don't see all the time.
All the
Oh.
reaction like movie reaction channels popping up now. They're all like personality, but they're all reacting in different ways to the stuff. A lot of gaming stuff is personality. There's a bunch of things surrounding like voice actors, right? You know, like the Family Guy, Cleveland guy used to be a YouTuber that just did funny voices on the internet.
Oh yeah, I do remember that guy.
Yeah. And then there's like really good cases of really creative people doing well. Like here, let me find Russian Badger. You guys know who Russian Badger is?
Yeah.
I actually got into one of his videos once, the Star Wars Battlefront 2 one. I showed up in the top right, and
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So, just kind of going away from this topic for a moment. Something I wanted to make sure I brought up during the video. Is just a reminder because I know not everyone looks in announcements because so many things are pinged there from time to time. And I'm going to be posting this in the different info Italian as well. But just a reminder for you guys in COTR that we do have a tournament coming up, a Hero Showdown tournament on what did I say it was? September the 10th. And if you guys want to participate, just have yourself, a partner, and up to 2 other people. So you can have up to a team of 4. And the rules, somewhere in the announcements, and I'll make sure that I pin it in the announcements as well, so you guys can understand how it works. It's going to be a 4-man team system for Showdown, and there's a way that it's going to work that's going to be kind of different than what we've done before. But if you guys want to participate, make sure that you have your teams turned into me, Lord Hades, in the server. So you DM me a message with you and your teammates' names, and make sure that you have that turned in no later than September 3rd. And that way you guys can participate in the tournament. If you guys do not get it to me by September 3rd by 10 p.m., if it's 11 p.m., okay, I might make an exception. But if it's any later than the 3rd, if it's on the 4th, I'm going to be like, hey, sorry, nope, maybe next time. Because on Monday, following Monday, which I believe is the 6th, we're going to be announcing the matchups for that Friday, the 10th. So,
Here, can I just give you my thing for now? Like, for so far, it's me and Sev that are confirmed on it that we want to be on a team.
just send it to me in a message though, so I don't forget.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do it. It's me, Sev. Cubic hasn't really figured out whether he
And
can.
Nimbus here, I just sent access to the tournament spreadsheet, so him and I will be adding names back and forth here and there whenever either one of us has time.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. Last tournament we had was a little chaotic because we only had a few days to plan it. But this one, we've been doing it a whole month in advance, and I really have a feeling it's going to be a lot more fun than the last one.
The last one was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and we did get some good highlights out of it. I won't lie. This one I have for me, it's going to be more fun because I'm having such an easier time organizing this one than the last one. But yeah, no, I really am looking forward to seeing what kind of a turnout we get. Obviously, we won't know exactly how many people are going to be attending until the 3rd, but the more names that come in sooner, the better, because it'll just give me myself, Nimbus, and everyone else. Sorry, Fang, for you listeners. Myself, Fang, and everyone else that's going to be hosting the tournament. Just a lot more of an exciting time to, put all this together, knowing that we're going to have a really big turnout.
Yeah, it's sure it's gonna be a fun time. Do you think we're gonna be doing another sports commentary for that? You and Trauma?
Possibly, I
At
don't know
least for
about
the last
Trauma.
match.
It's like I told you when we were recording the Archer's Cliphouse review. Just like with that, I want to try and create a little bit more of a natural feedback for that, because
Well, I'm not going to be talking in that one, so that's going to be all on you. It's really and you got to talk to Trauma if he's down to do it again. But yeah, the more natural thing instead of doing the whole voice is probably going to be better.
Yeah, because last time I think we tried too hard, honestly, and obviously YouTube is a bit of a new theater for myself as well. YouTube, and even the idea of podcasts as well. I mean, but I did this just because I'm not gonna lie. One of my big inspirations for this, and I do plan to send them a voicemail and a letter just to give them a big thank you. But for those of you who are familiar with Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd, from Lord of the Rings, they played Merry and Pippin. They actually, as of I think 2 months ago now, started a podcast of their own on Spotify and YouTube called The Friendship Onion. Really good podcast. They have a few segments on there that are kind of funny and also kind of interesting. They talk about some interesting topics, and albeit some stuff from Lord of the Rings as well, which is to be expected. And it's it really inspired me to do this because I just had such a fun time listening to that. And I'm like, and I thought to myself, I've had conversations with people that I know, maybe not all of them, but I know at least some of them would be interesting to listen to on playback. Even if it's just me and then that person that's listening to it, like listening to it, I was like, oh, that was an interesting thing we talked about. And I thought to myself, if we could capture those moments, it would be a lot of fun, if nothing else. And, maybe we could, bring a few people along for the ride, And so that, to me, that's what a podcast really is just bringing people along for the ride for, whatever discussion you're having. And with any luck, maybe walking away with some kind of knowledge that maybe you didn't know before, or just, maybe a little bit of entertainment here and there, a joke here and there, this is one that I've been using a lot lately. Is that I told people my ex-girlfriend looked at me one day and said, "You literally have no sense of direction, do you?" And I said, "Where the hell did that come from?"
Oh my god.
See, Hound got it.
Where did that come? It's based on sense of direct. Yes, very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Dad joke of the year.
I mean, I got other ones. Like, did you let that duck get arrested for trying to sell crack?
God.
Oh my goodness.
A duck
Don't make me
walked
get
up to the
started.
lemonade stand and he said to the stand running the man, "Hey, you got any grapes?
The stand running the man.
Give me the fucking grapes."
Oh my god.
Duck holds him at gunpoint.
Yeah, I mean, more be the strangest thing I've seen in America.
Peace was
Or
never
man
an
fights a
option.
duck with a gun.
Oh, but is there any, and hey, just again, guys, anybody that's listening, if you guys have any creative comments, suggestions, um, any topics that you guys think that we should go over, that you'd like to hear us go over, or maybe, idea for segments in the video that you think might be interesting, because eventually I do plan on actually, and you guys can feel free to do this as well. You don't have to, because this is the internet. I know some people feel some kind of way. I know Archer likes to hide his face on camera. But
Well, no, it's
if
more
you
like
guys
I
do,
don't. I don't care if people know what I look like. I just like. I just find it funny that not many people do.
I gotcha. Well, I plan on the next episode anyway, trying to do this on my camera, and I do have a stream mic that is also meant to be used for podcasts as well. So next time I might use that and plug my camera in as well. And what I was thinking is if you guys have any, and again talking to you listeners out there, if you guys have any suggestions on a type of segment you'd like to see us do. Maybe you'd like to see Archer juggle some of his guns. Maybe you'd like to see me do what I've done before in the server and take a spoonful of ghost pepper hot sauce.
I remember that day. That was
a fun time.
amazing.
I wouldn't say a
Actually,
whole habanero ones.
excuse
You
me.
know
No,
those
excuse
little
me.
orange peppers?
It wasn't ghost pepper. That's right. It was Carolina Reaper hot sauce.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
took a spoonful of it and I let it sit in my mouth for not in my mouth. I swallowed it and I sat there for 5 minutes with no water, no
Yeah, we
milk.
tortured you. I remember that. We had a timer
Yeah.
going and everything.
Yeah. I don't remember. I think it was like the punishment if I didn't do it was like I had to change my name for a day or something like that.
Did you
Yeah.
do
But
it?
I did it. Not the name change part, but I lasted the whole 5 minutes. Yeah. And the first 2 minutes were actually bad. After the first 2 minutes, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, my body starts adjusting to it.
Yeah. Like a dragon adjusting to a volcano.
Now, how was it 24 hours later?
Not as bad as I would have thought, actually.
It wasn't
Like,
that bad coming out the other end.
Coming out the other end, you would have thought it'd be terrible, but it's
Yeah,
actually
you would think.
it isn't that bad, actually. I think what makes it terrible is if like you put spiciness on food, and then the whole thing is coming out, but like just a little bit of hot sauce. I mean, that's just a little bit of at the end of the day, that turns into like a little
It's a
bit of
very
like
small portion size compared to your entire platter for the day.
yeah, exactly. So it wasn't
Whereas
that
if you
bad.
had an entire, meal covered in hot sauce, it's gonna
But
affect
yeah,
it a little
going back
differently.
to
It all
it,
depends on
I'm
the
sorry,
meal too.
guys, but yeah, no. If you guys have any suggestions on stuff like that that you'd like to see us do, Our members, just listen to us. Things we could do. Well, we could quiz. Do quizzes. I could quiz Archer on his Mandalorian lore.
Well, here we could do some trivia right now if you want, like just
Yeah,
like
maybe.
server
But if you guys,
trivia.
we can do that. But
Yeah.
again, guys, if you guys want to see us do stuff like that, just say, let us know in the comments below. And we will be reading all of the comments. So.
Here, let's just like do trivia right now because we're running out of time. Like here, Hades, think of questions and ask them to, Hound.
Okay. I think I've got one stirring up.
So who do you have a crush on?
It's gonna be a Star Wars question.
Well, I was thinking like keeping it to like just the server for now.
Well, we could. I don't know about that.
Oh no, there's some pretty rich lore in this server.
There is, but I wanted, want to ask him a Star Wars question though, because I don't actually. I've never had this conversation with Hound about the Star Wars lore. Hound, question for you.
All right.
What was the name? What was the formal name of Kreia from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2?
Oh, that's where I'm lacking knowledge. Is the Old Republic era.
I'll give you a hint. She had a first and a last name.
Oh shit. I got pulled into another VC. Say it again.
Who the fuck pulled you?
Well, I haven't guessed
Don't
yet,
worry
so
about
yeah,
it.
I'm chilling. All I know is she has a first and a last name. I got nothing.
Anybody else?
No.
Okay, so the answer is Aaron Kai. Aaron Kai.
I thought it was
So
Aaron.
that was her. That was the name she was known as when she was a Jedi. When she became a Sith, she became known as Darth Treya, and a lot of people know her. If you've ever played Star Wars Galaxy Heroes,
yeah, I know
or if you've ever
Treya,
if you've ever played Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, or if you've ever played Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2, you're probably familiar with Darth Treya.
I've watched a video about her on Star Wars Theory one time.
Star Wars Theory is an awesome YouTuber. I was actually fortunate enough to have a short conversation with him over Facebook Messenger once because
That's awesome.
Yeah, so back before he gained a much bigger following than he has now, because I had been watching him. I had been watching him before he hit his 1 million subscriber mark, I believe.
Yeah.
And so back then he was able to respond to a lot more Facebook messages and stuff because he would give out his YouTube channel, Facebook page, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And that was back when I was involved heavily in my old Mandalorian community group. And him and I were talking about it, and he was telling me how awesome he thought it was that, I had created a group like that, and to have a compliment like that come from somebody that I look up to in terms of somebody that creates, and uploads content for Star Wars lore. I mean, that was actually pretty uplifting. It was.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love Star Wars Theories videos.
Sad to say it wasn't up at the time. So him and I were both like, "Oh, that sucks," and like, yeah, but might come back, and it has. It's been about 6 years since I created that, and it's still up and running. I don't know how, but yeah, no, Aaron Kai though. So yeah, that's kind of where I think Kreia comes from. Is Darth Treya. Aaron Kai, the K, it kind of becomes Kreia. This kind of at that point she kind of becomes like a manifestation of everything she had experienced at point, light and dark, kind of like Revan.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I actually have some very interesting trivia.
Okay.
And this refers to the history of the server itself. Who? And I guess it's going to be more of who do you think, since none of you guys can remember this. Who do you think, besides Deezer and Cobalt, posted the first message in Barracks that is still active in the server?
I mean, I wasn't here when COTR was created, so I couldn't tell you that.
This isn't even
Neither
when
was I.
COTR was created. This is when this server was made.
I wasn't.
Milk?
What, the YouTube server?
No. I mean, no, Coder, the Coder server. Not when the clan was
Oh,
made, when the
I
Coder
wasn't.
server was made.
I wasn't there when the server was created.
Okay.
That's the point.
Influence.
Yeah, Hound, who do you think?
Milk?
No, he was not in here for quite a while.
Was recruited after I was.
Yeah. Hades, do you have a guess?
I mean, I was recruited about 5 or 6 months after the server was created, but I mean, it's not Venom because I don't think Venom was there right from the beginning. He was friends with them, but I don't think he was in the server right from the beginning. And you said it's somebody that's still here.
Yes, because there are people before them, but
I'm
they've
gonna
left.
guess, and this is just because I know he's been here with Cobalt since before. For the past 3 years, he's been with Cobalt. I'm gonna guess Ditto.
Oh, I
No,
forgot about Ditto.
no, he was not.
Not Ditto. Cubic.
No, no. Cubic did not speak in barracks for quite a while.
But
Man.
I don't know. The Ditto was probably my best guess.
You still haven't said yes or no every time I say I think it's Pestilence. So now you're making me think it's Pestilence.
It is not.
Okay. What about 99, the original?
Oh, that was a good guess.
No,
Really?
Then who?
Ragnar.
your mind is going to be blown. Because I remember this, and I just realized that they're still in the server.
Who? The
Serena
Flame? Serena. I don't know who that
in the
is.
327th. They're a private.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Well, I wouldn't know that because I was thinking only mods.
But
that
they
I
are
don't
they.
think
You wouldn't know
last
that
year.
because they don't have RTO at the end of their name. Because they left before and they came back.
Oh.
No, is that right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Would you like to know who is the oldest, like longest living that has never left the server?
Cobalt.
Who?
Well, no, besides Cobalt and Deezer.
Well, you didn't say that
That
originally.
hasn't
so
left?
technically I would.
Yeah, I want you guys to try and guess.
Ditto.
No.
What?
I know it's not Pestilence because he left and then came back.
I don't think it's Cubic.
Think about it. They have to be in RTO.
Are you talking about any RTO
Well, no, any RTO has been in
that
the server
hasn't left?
since day one.
That hasn't left and come back, right?
Well,
Just to clarify.
just RTO, because they
That's
might have
Sev.
like left. Yeah, there we go.
I knew it.
It's
Let's
Sev.
go. I'm a
Is it Sev?
genius. You're welcome,
Wait,
Sev. If you're watching
Sev
this,
is
I
the
love you,
fourth
no homo.
person that is still in the server to ever speak in barracks.
Really?
Really? Because he left, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I
You
specified.
said the only person who's never left.
Well, I realized that after, but then I realized I left for a small amount of
There was
time.
a situation when I was still a private.
Oh wait, shit, Venom.
When I was a private in
Shit, Venom.
COTR.
I also forgot Venom. He's up here. I just found him.
I was gonna say Venom. I know Venom's up there. I just
Yeah,
don't know
Venom's
how
up here.
far
No, he's there as well. Okay, the first 5 people to speak in the barracks are Venom, Cobalt, Deezer, Cubic, Serena, and Sev.
How far did you scroll up to find this?
So I don't know about you guys.
Well, most of this I just have on memory, and but really after I was I just wanted to double check the list. I just searched up Cobalt, hit old, and then scrolled up the rest of the way.
Pretty
That
sure
makes
you
I
can
don't know about you guys, but
Pretty sure you could
ice
search
cream
by
sounds
the
really good right
day
now.
that the server was created.
Yeah, no, I know the date it was created.
So yeah, you could search literally that, and you'd be able to see.
Yeah,
all
no,
the
it's
chats that
it's
happened.
January 15th, 2020, I think. Yeah. I wonder when I show up in here. Hold on.
Well,
Shit, they're
quick
talking
side
about a
note.
lot of like technical stuff. They're sharing
I mean,
memes.
Hey,
officially,
Hound, I have a question for you.
it's going to say that I joined in July, but in reality, I was recruited by Poseidon in June, late May. Although I don't know if you remember Tiger from the 41st. I think he was the
I
old
remember
commander.
him.
Yeah, he was actually the one who recruited me weeks before I ever ran into Wolf. What was his name? Oh, the old commander of the 104th.
Yeah.
Who? Okay, anyway, yeah, before I ran into the old commander of the 104th, who eventually led me to COTR again, I was actually recruited by Tiger into the 41st. So technically, the 41st was my first battalion.
Right.
But I was inactive. I went to one training, and then after that, I think I was inactive for like 3 weeks, and I got kicked, or I left the server or something. And it was like a month after that, probably, that I ran into. I don't know why I can't fucking remember his name. I feel terrible because I love the guy. Well, apparently not as much as I thought I did, but ran into the 104th, and they were telling me about COTR. I was in another milsim at that point, and didn't hear back from him for a week after he said he was going to recruit me. And then I saw Poseidon's post, and Poseidon ended up being the one to recruit me. And that was back when he was, I think, a staff sergeant. Or no, excuse me. He was a sergeant first class in the 28th. But so, if you guys, and I'm going to steal a little bit here. I'm going to steal a question from another podcast here because I wanted to know what you guys thought. And I don't intend to make a habit of this, but if you guys could spend any amount of time with the expert in a particular field to learn about that particular field, who would that expert be, and what would the field be?
That's a difficult question.
I know my answer.
Hit us.
All right. So you guys might not know who this is, but there's a Canadian pastry chef by the name of Thomas Hawes that has his main flagship store set up in the same city as me. So I'd want to work with him because he's considered, at a world standard, probably one of the best chocolatiers in the world. And I think having the background knowledge of sweet from chocolate, savory, doing my own thing as a chef in my day-to-day routine would be a really cool flavor combination, considering how crazy the food scene is going nowadays, you know. So that would be mine. Plus awesome chocolate 24/7.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you, Archer? You got one?
For trivia?
What?
More trivia?
I
I zoned out for a second. I've just been reading
I
through
can
the
tell.
old barracks.
We were saying if you could pick a famous expert in any particular field in the world, who would that expert be, and what would the field be?
Einstein.
Einstein. So like what?
Nuclear physics.
Really?
Yes.
In any particular? Tell us about it. Why?
Leverage.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Stacy kind of pissed me off.
Hey, this isn't Halo, okay, Archer?
Okay. All right, I actually have another
Hey, how long? Isn't it like 3 minutes you're supposed to cook a hot pocket?
I don't know. I have another trivia question. This
Okay.
one you guys will actually probably be able to answer a lot easier. What battalion has the highest concentration of RTOs in it?
CG.
327th.
Is that your
That's a
final
good guess.
answer?
That's a good guess, but I don't think so.
For
I
me,
wanna
that is
say
my
it's
final answer.
Coruscant
Yes.
Guard.
All right. Who else?
I'm gonna say so. I'm gonna do this by process of elimination. I know it's not the 501st. It's definitely not CG or the 212, and it's 327 might be up there. So that narrows down my division. I know the 41st has got one or two at least. 104th now, 28th now. What's the 4th battalion that they have in Atlantis? 91st. Actually, I might actually give it up to 327th. Yeah, I'm
see.
7 pound. Yeah, doing it like that. Okay, yeah, I'm going to say
I know
327.
I'm wrong, but I'm gonna say the Coruscant Guard.
Why do you say Coruscant Guard?
Just because I don't know. It's my home division. Why not?
It's all you've ever
He
known.
wants it to be.
It's all
He
I've
wants
ever
to have the
known.
most originals.
You
Just
know
his
what?
little
Pound,
fishbowl.
Pound, you hush up. I taught you everything you think you know, okay?
You think he
I have
knows?
grown more powerful than you could ever imagine.
No, wait.
Maybe
What?
I'm-
Why do you
When
say
you
everything?
left, I was when I left you, I was with the
Okay.
learner. Now I am the master.
Hold on.
Are you still looking up the information?
I'm looking it up. I'm trying to figure out because it's like
You're supposed to be prepared with these things, aren't you?
I just thought of it. Okay, here another question while I'm looking up the answer. How many RTOs are left in the server?
18.
Can we have multiple choice?
Sure. You get 4. It is 18, 23, 17, and 27.
23.
I'm going to say
You
17.
son of a gun. I'm gonna say 23 too.
I'm going to say 17. I don't think there are that many.
Before we get
There,
the answer,
you
what was the
all
answer
were
for
wrong. There is actually 27.
Damn, I thought it was one of the.
Wow,
20.
And
really?
that
I went
and
with
that is
23.
27 out of how many people came into this server?
I think there was like,
I'll give you like a
Well-
range. Guess within the range of like 20 people.
well, like as far as who started the server, I don't know. That's history. I could not answer.
This is just shooting in the dark.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna give us more of a leg to stand on than that, Archer.
It's rough. It's around 200.
I was
Damn.
gonna say 140. That's
Okay,
the number I had in my
I've
mind.
tallied up all the RTOs. Everyone want to like restate their guesses?
Coruscant Guard for the win?
327th.
You tallied up all the RTO. Wait, so you mean to tell me that you tell me that 27 wasn't the right answer?
No, 27 was the right answer for how many there were.
We're
You said
back to the
17.
original question about which
Actually-
battalion
Oh, like
has
how
the
many
most
that there used to be?
RTOs.
No, for how many there are currently 27 RTOs in total.
And which battalion has the most of them is what we're about to find out. So everybody.
Oh, yeah,
Is-
327th is what we
yeah.
guessed.
That's what I guess as well.
You're guessing 327?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are way off.
What?
I want
Which
you guys to
battalion?
realize
28th.
327th has only one RTO in it.
Fuck. And it's Sev.
Yes.
I guess that was
wow.
Which
Just
battalion?
so
though?
Sev is the
scary.
most widely known RTO, but
He
he's
really
the
is.
only one in 327th, at least as far as I
Oh.
can see here.
What is the right answer then?
28th, I feel like.
It is
I know it's not
41st.
No
What?
way.
41st was my second guess.
You want me to read off who's the RTOs in it?
Yeah.
Nope. but
Leo,
you're gonna anyway.
Swagger, me, and Lich.
Oh, no wonder you're asking us all these fucking trivia questions. You're an RTO. You have a leg up on us, you motherfucker.
Well, yeah, because I know the knowledge of it.
That's why he's the person asking us these questions.
Yeah, but
Here, let me
you gotta
ask
give us
you a
some kind of leg
trivia
to
question.
stand on, like something that we could actually
Okay,
feasibly
who's
build.
the
We could
second,
feasibly
like,
build all
most?
that.
Who has the second highest population of RTOs?
I think
I want to
28th,
guess.
just based on their size.
28th?
Yeah.
Is that is that everyone's guess?
Sounds
Sure.
like it.
Why not? You only live once.
All right. It is the same boat as through 27th. Cobalt is the only one.
No way. No way. There's gotta be. That's.
Cobalt is the
What?
only 28th act with the RTO roll. Would you guys like a second guess on who is the second
So
most?
you're
Okay, yeah.
if it's not
104th.
them, then 104th. Yeah, probably my best guess.
Yeah.
It is 104th with 3.
Yeah, we did it. Deductive reasoning.
Zillette, Jaeger, and Venom. 1.5.
I was gonna say Venom doesn't
I
count.
have a trick question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How many times has COTR Stone left and rejoined the server?
6.
80s?
I don't know. I don't know who Stone is.
Stone, the
Old CG commander.
The old CG commander.
Yeah.
And Camo.
But
I mean, we
talking
might
about
as well.
Ironside.
No, not Ironside.
no, not I. No.
The guy before Ironside.
The dude that
Fuck,
was obsessed with anime.
That's a lot of guys in the Star
You're,
Room.
you're
Body
talking
pillow
about
guy.
okay. That was before my time. Before I even became regimental, that he was in charge.
No, it was pretty
I think it was
recent.
around the time.
You were DCO.
You were definitely DCO.
You were definitely our
Was it this year? Was he in charge of it this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck. Then I don't know.
Within the last 6 months, too. Anyway, the
Ooh.
correct answer is because Hound is in the CG and he's now our MC, so he would obviously know this. But it is, in fact, 2.
Really, I thought it was more than that. Oh wait, no, there was a guy before him also named Stone. My bad.
Yeah, there were 2 stones. That's probably why I got a bit confused.
Oh, the stoners in CG.
And Camo's back, too.
Yeah, Camo's back again. I saw him.
I heard
He
Camo's
played.
back,
Yeah, I saw him when we were on the when we were fighting against each other.
Well, anyway, guys, I think that's probably about where we're going to end it this week, you guys. But thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the podcast. We'll be trying to do episodes like this every week, probably uploading on a consistent schedule. So, yeah, just keep an eye out. Keep that notification bell on so you know when to look out for the podcast and any other videos that we upload. And big thanks to Archer for, producing this episode for us. And thank you for, Hound and Fang for being here. It was lovely to have you guys here. And hopefully we guys can, we can have you guys come here again next week if luck permits. But thank you guys again for watching. And if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns that you might have for us, feel free to leave them in the comment section below and, we'll get back to you. But thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Tell your moms I said hi.
All right, recording stopped.
That was a good episode.
Hey, Archer, quick question.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of like looking through the server and everything. Do you teach people how to do video editing stuff in here?
I
or-
tried. They all failed. Oh, I didn't hit record.
Are you